Yeah, they seem to be quite dead on board. I have 3 Ocelot Prides, by the way, so they are quite dead. I'm also quite healthy. Oh, right, oh my god, I make copies for everything. Oh, wait, I'm gonna break the token limit. Oh no, I'm breaking the token limit, guys. Uh-oh. Oh my god, oh my god, because the Ocelot Prides see Ocelot Pride copies. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, that's 90 triggers. Okay, guys. Hello everyone, it's your favorite Tamiyo Flipper. I'm the control guy and I'm back with another video for you guys. Um, this video, in theory, if I got it all right, this video should actually come out pretty soon after the last one. The last video was obviously the legacy video, which I hope you enjoyed. Um, Crazy stuff, like I'm not I'm still confirming if it's real, but Pokemoki himself, the control god, he commented on my video, which is just like, that is just a medal of honor for me. Like, I don't know, like, we had Taco Bite comment on one of our earlier videos, but having Pokemoki comment on my video now, like, we're growing and it's crazy. I'm mad excited. That's amazing news. I hope you guys, like, I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you, like, see a thing or two that you like here on the channel. But yeah, really appreciate you guys hopping in, giving me some advice, giving me this, just talking to me in my comment section. All of you as well, like, you viewers are amazing. Anyway, let's get back on Arena for this video. More Moto gonna come around, but what I actually want to do, what I want to get towards in the future is that I'll have like 2 videos a week, which is not gonna happen yet. I can't promise that, but ideally, when I start making regular Legacy and Modern or whatever content, Moto content, I want it to be that there's a Moto video and an Arena video in a week. But then there might be some weeks where there's only an Arena video, because I'm mainly an Arena player right now. So, like, you know, because I did get some people telling me that, like, they prefer Arena to watch Arena, and like they didn't have a creator that plays Arena, obviously, like, that plays like competitive control in Arena. On Moto, that already exists. There's a lot of creators for that play control on Moto, and I'll be one of them. I'll be one of them too. Don't worry, if you like Moto, I'll be playing it. But just gotta make sure that all my Arena lovers are also getting what they want, you know what I mean? Anyway, that being said, let's play some control on Arena. And let's actually play a color combination that I don't think I've played in Timeless yet. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think I've played it on the channel yet. Alright, let's get into the video. Alright, here we are. So today we are playing Esper control. I don't think I've played Esper yet. Not in Timeless. I've played it in Explorer, but I don't think I've played Esper in Timeless yet. If I'm wrong, I'll check the channel after this, and I'll add a note if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've played Esper yet. The reason being, Esper just never felt as strong as, like, Jeskai or Band, because we're in Timeless. We can play Uro, we can play Flage, we can play, like, the One Ring, we can play, like, crazy cards, and obviously you could play the One Ring in Esper, like, the One Ring is colorless, but what's the power of Esper? So the power of Esper is Lurrus. Being able to be a control deck playing Lurrus. Obviously, you get that in Dimir and Azorius because Lurrus has the dual colored pips. You don't have to be Esper specifically to play Lurrus. But that's like kind of where we're going with this. And the cool thing about Lurrus is that with the printing of Jace, and I've said this a couple times, Jace is a planeswalker that you can have in your Lurrus deck. So is Tamiyo. Tamiyo is also a planeswalker you can have in your Lurrus deck because she starts up as a creature that costs 1 mana. So yeah, we play Lurrus. Lurrus is obviously a great late game engine, just cycling baubles and vexing baubles. Yeah, cycling baubles in the late game is like a great consistent card advantage engine, which draws you extra cards every turn. And in this deck, I'm actually doing the thing that everyone has been doing, that everyone likes doing, that everyone wants to see, is Jace Valki. So you use Jace's second +1 ability to plot Valki, God of Lies, which technically counts as a cost card that costs 3 or less. And then once Valki is plotted, Valki doesn't care that about this restriction anymore. So you can then on a later turn cast Tibalt Cosmic Imposter, which my camera is hiding it, but it's a 7 mana planeswalker that just does crazy stuff. So yeah, we're going to be plotting Valkyries today. I said personally I don't really like this because Valki on his own is just a 2 mana. I guess in a weird way, it's a Thoughtseize that like hits creatures, and then you can turn Valki into a creature. I didn't like that. It's not horrible. It's not the end of the world. It's amazing if you can hit, like, if you're playing against Jeskai control or like a green control deck with Uro on or Flage. If you can exile a Flage out of their hand, and then on the next turn pay 3 mana and turn Valki into Flage and attack with it, that is cool. But that's like the only time where it actually makes sense to do that. I guess you can turn Valki into a Ragavan. That's not bad. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel like Valki is like medium. That being said, Tybalt obviously is really good. So if you can get Tybalt for free with Jace, that's really, really good. Jace, obviously if we're playing Jace, you might as well play the Jace Truth combo. Hey, I'll say it here first. You heard it from me, okay? I'm gonna say it. I kind of invented the Jace Truth combo. I kind of did that. Like, I made this channel pretty much as OTJ came out, and the first video on the channel is Ancestral, Recall, and Timeless. That was the Jace Truth combo. I will say it, I invented this. I didn't invent it, obviously. Like, it's magic cards. You can play magic cards together, but I pride myself in the fact that I found this on day 1. So as I saw that bottom roll video with him doing like this, and then he also had Valki in the deck, I was like, yes, people are doing it now. So yeah, that's why obviously we're circling back to that. And yeah, the rest of the deck is just pretty much a regular control deck. I was in Dimir first. I was just full Dimir with Fatal Pushes instead of Swords to Plowshares. I had the Vexing Bauble tech. Vexing Bauble is a nice card in Timeless, because in Lurrus deck specifically as well, because of its broken ability to be able to sacrifice to draw a card. So you can basically loop this with Lurrus every turn for 2 mana. It's basically a clue token. With Lurrus, this is a clue token every turn. 2 mana, you draw a card. 2 mana, you draw a card. But it also just completely locks out scam players and show and tell players from the game. So if you put this in off of show and tell, yeah, they have an Omniscience, but now every single spell they cast will get countered because they spent no mana on it. So that's really, really cool. Other than that, yeah, that's just, and obviously if it was just a lock piece, that would be okay. But the fact that it also just recycled itself every turn and it becomes a card advantage engine with Lurrus is just broken. Anyway, other than that, I was saying, why not just Dimir? Why not just Azorius? I was kind of playing with the idea of Vanishing Verse in Timeless. I just wanted to try it. Vanishing Verse is a pretty cool card, in my opinion. Like, it just does a lot for very, very cheap. Like, a lot of permanents that you want to answer are monocolored. Obviously, there are some big ones that aren't. Like, Oko isn't monocolored. Atraxa isn't monocolored. All the Flipwalkers aren't monocolored. Mainly Ajani and Tamiyo, because those are, like, the big ones. But they're not monocolored. So if you can't hit those, that kind of sucks. But then if you think about it, Bomas is monocolored. Ragavan is monocolored. Omniscience is monocolored. All these other cards in the format that are important are mostly monocolored, so you will usually find a good target for this, and 2 mana to exile a permanent is obviously very strong. So that's really nice. We also have, so that's our like generic removal spell. We also have Static Prison as our another generic removal spell. This deck, I'm really making use of the Static Prison Wrath of the Skies combo, where you can exile a token with Static Prison, or you can exile a creature that doesn't have a good ETB with your Static Prison, like an Ocelot Pride or a Ragavan. And then on turn 2, you can let your Static Prison die, and then Wrath of the Skies with the energy. So that's like the combo. It's basically so you get to decide when your Static Prison dies. I talked about this before, but yeah. I actually am starting to like Static Prison in Wrath of the Skies decks, even though it technically on paper looks like a non-bow, because your Wrath of the Skies would blow up your own Static Prison. But yeah, there's that. Other than that, we have... The reason why I wanted to be black over blue-white is that with Lurrus, I really like... with Lurrus decks, I really like having hand hate, because you don't have like a Teferi Hero of Dominaria or One Ring top end. You need to get under them, and hand hate is a great way of getting under people. So the hand hate surgical extraction package. Now, don't say that white doesn't get hand hate. Interestingly enough, obviously there's like stuff like Elite Spellbinder, but interestingly enough, if you type in Invasion of Gobakhan, this card is actually a mono white hand hate spell that could go into a Lurrus deck. And then it has a decent enough thing on the backside where it just is a win con on the backside. You can start attacking with your Tamiyos and they grow. You can start attacking with your Lurrus and it grows every turn. And then you can sacrifice it and creature control get hexproof, and then you can recast it with Lurrus and hand hate them again. Not a card that I'm sleeping on, and I have played this before, way back in the past before I had a YouTube channel. I used to play this as a one-off in my Kahira control decks in Explorer. But I don't know. I think Thoughtseize is just better than this, so I'm not playing it. So if this was on your mind, first of all, if this was on your mind, as I said, hand hate in white, you're an OG. You're an OG to control. But if not, that's fine because it's an option you have. But I'm not doing it in this deck. Anyway, hand hate is why we're in black, and removal is why we're in white. While black gets the second best removal in Timeless, I think just Wrath of the Skies and Supreme Verdict are so good that that's enough for the splash. And then I swapped some options around, like I said, for the Static Prisons and whatnot. So that's why we're in white. So our main deck is black and blue, Dimir, but our removal suite is all white. So that's why we're splashing the white today. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck. Because we're in black, we get to play a Demonic Tutor, which is nice because we can Jace. If we have a Jace, we can Demonic for Valki. If we have a Valki, we can Demonic for Jace. We have 2 Mystic Sanctuaries to put Demonic back on top, or anything we want back on top. We're only playing 4 mana drains as our counter spells today because we are in black and white, the 2 best removal colors in the entire game of Magic. So we don't need to counter them as many things because we can just remove them. We have a Search for Escanta in the main deck. I don't think I've ever done this in Timeless. But especially in a Lurrus deck, this just seems really nice. If they do somehow remove it, you can recast it. And this is a disgusting card advantage engine if you can manage to flip it. It's just a little hard to flip in Timeless because you have to take a turn off to cast it and stuff like that. So it's much better in Explorer than it is in Timeless. But it is pretty good in if you have it. For anyone who doesn't know and who hasn't been reading while I've been yapping to you. As an enchantment, it surveils every upkeep. If you have more than 7 cards in your graveyard, you can flip it on your upkeep, and it becomes a legendary land that can add a blue mana, or basically just be a Narset activation. Look at the top 4, reveal a non-creature, non-land from it, and put it into your hand. And that's at instant speed, so you just get that. And then obviously, yeah, we have the Jace Truth combo, and that's pretty much the deck. We have mana drains, and we can mana drain into Lórien Revealed and Dig Through Time. And we win the game either by Valkying them out, just extending their cards until we hit their win conditions and win with them. Or what we can do is we can beat them down with Lurrus. Or we can have a Jace ultimate and just copy some Snapcaster Mages and just beat them to death. That's our win condition. We can just copy Surgical Extractions and Surgical out all their win conditions. I would argue this deck is light on win conditions. You could add a creature land if you feel like you need it. I don't feel like I need that. Oftentimes in Timeless, I don't add creature lands into my mana base because I just don't feel the need. But you could do that. This deck will get under your opponent and then lock them out of the game. And I'm pretty confident that just Snapcaster and Lurrus and Valki is enough to win the game with. Yeah. No Bowmasters in this deck. I ended up cutting them. I had Bowmasters in this build for quite a while. I do like Bowmaster a lot, especially with Lurrus and with Jace. Because as you know, when you Jace Ultimate and you cast 2 Bowmasters or 3 Bowmasters, you end up with like 6 Bowmasters on the battlefield and a 9/9 token. That just kills very quickly. But me personally, I ended up cutting them just because like I needed space for the Valkyries and I needed space for all the white removal, the Static Prisons. Like I just liked the removal more, and I was like, okay, I'll go down 1 win condition for more answers, and that was just worth it to me. Anyway, enough rambling. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please, you know the drill. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know what it is. I'll read all my comments. But yeah, let's get straight into this epic Esper control deck and play some Esper Lurrus in Timeless, because I've never done that on the channel yet, and I really want to. And Esper Lurrus is actually really dang fun. Especially buying Lurrus with the mana drain mana, and then having plotting Lurrus with Jace so that you can get Lurrus for free the turn after. That's some good stuff. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the games. Peace. Right. Okay, opponent goes first. We have a 1-lander. No, this is not keepable. We're gonna mulligan. It's technically keepable, but because we're Esper and not just 2 color, I'm not comfortable keeping a 1-lander with no cantrips, so let's mulligan. That is much better. Opponent goes first. Don't know what they're playing. No companion. So it's either we put away the Supreme Verdict or we put away the Vexing Bauble. I think it's going to be the Verdict because we do have a Wrath of the Skies. So let's keep 6, put away the Supreme Verdict, and see what our opponent's up to. That is an interesting check choice. That is fine, though. I think we just... Wait, if we Vexing Bauble, that means they can't Amp Raptor on turn 2. I mean, I know they're probably just gonna have a, they're just gonna have a Johnny on turn 2 anyway, but I don't need a Surveil Land, because I have lands and I have the board wipe anyway. I know that I'm wiping the board on turn 3. So I think I'm just gonna play Vexing Bauble here. Prevent the Amp Raptor. See if that works. See if that works out for me. Flooded Strand. They're not a blue deck though. I think they are just... That's just a white fetch. Yep. Yeah, they just have the Ajani in turn 2 as I predicted. They always do. Alright. I did draw the Source of Plowshares. But let's mana drain something and then wipe the whole board. We'll take a little bit of damage here, but that's okay. Fetch... Fetch a tapped land. Now they play a 2-drop that I can mana drain. Oh wow, they actually did cast into the Amp Raptor. They cast the Amp Raptor into the bubble. I still have to mana drain this because I do want to wipe the board. But yeah, that's funny to see. I have a Flooded Strand in my hand, so I can fetch a black source. Then afterwards I can painlessly fetch a white source. Oops. Full attack. We even get to crack the Vexing Bauble for a card. Get 2 mana. Draw a card. I think I will get a painless mana source because I don't want to die. Pay 2, auto pay. Pay 2, wipe their board. Okay, now they probably will rebuild with like an Amp Raptor or something. Oh, just a Flage? Okay, that's not even that good for them. I would argue that's actually not that good for them. Because that's their whole turn just to Lightning Helix me. I drew a land. I'm gonna Brainstorm. Okay, I drew even more lands. Let's put away the... Yeah, let's put away the... No, wait, hold on. Yeah. Go to 4. Going to 4 is fine, right? Put away the lands. Play this. Let's fetch an island. Then we can source the Plowshares something. I should have seen the truth. I should have cast See the Truth. That's my fault. But Johnny resolves. I should have exiled it before they can do anything. All good though. Let's kill a Johnny. They're gonna kill their own token? No, they don't. Okay, good for me. Demonic Tutor. What would I even tutor for? So I can tutor for... I could tutor for Jace, cast Jace, exile... I could tutor for Jace, cast Jace, exile, See the Truth, but then they get to just kill me. I think I play a land. I tutor for mana drain. Tutor for mana drain. And then I put... What do I put on top? Now I'm dead to Lightning Bolt, which is a little bit scary. But I think I have to do this. I think I put Demonic Tutor on top and Tutor again next turn. I'm okay going to 1, I'm not okay to dying to double bolt. But they're gonna attack me anyway. Okay, let's hope that they just try to get Flage back here. Okay, they move to combat. I will just do this because I'm dead to bolt anyway. No, I'll do it anyway though. I want to exile that creature anyway. They just cast Flage. Unstable Amulet. Do I counter an Unstable Amulet and potentially lose? But mana drain mana is actually really nice, right? 2 mana drain mana. If I counter this and die to Bolt, I just lose. But this will eventually kill me, so I think I counter it and gamble that they don't have a Bolt. They didn't have a Bolt. So with mana drain mana, I can now... I can buy Lurrus at Demonic Tutor for another... Oh, this is so hard. So buy Lurrus, Demonic Tutor for another mana drain. Now they hopefully try to cast Flage. Oh, they have a Flage in hand. That's not great for me, but that's fine because I just counter it, as I said. And then they just have the Lightning Bolt. They have a hard cast Ragavan. Surgical Extraction is great here. So I get to... okay. I get to start off with this. Do I start off with this? I will. Start off with this. I find Jace. Do I want Jace or land here? I don't think... Okay. I'm thinking. Sorry, this is hard. I think I want land. I play land. I hardcast this for a black, exiling their Flages. They have a source to Plowshares. Good to know. Okay, done. I play Lurrus. I get Vexing Bauble back. And I crack Bauble. Tamiyo. So I'm gonna gain 3 life either way. If they target Lurrus or if they attack, I would have gained 3 life anyway. So now I'm at 6, I'm at 4. I'm no longer dead to Lightning Bolt, and they hit a land off of my deck. That is what I like to see. Now I play Tamiyo, play a land. Okay, this is starting to look much better. They have the Galvanic Discharge, which is not great for me. That was a great top deck for them. So they get another hit off of my deck. See what they hit. Hit a Static Prism, which is useless. Okay, my turn. I think I will go to 1. I will fetch a Mystic Sanctuary, but what do I put on top? Do I put just Demonic Tutor on top, right? Yeah, okay. I go to 1. I don't have a Mystic Sanctuary left. They exiled 1 off of Ragavan. Good thing I didn't realize that. Okay, I have 3 white sources and 2 black sources. I think I don't need more black sources. I'll get another white source. Brainstorm is 3 looks. I'll draw that. It's Brainstorm. Okay. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Okay. I have to pray that they don't top deck something good here. Kill Ragavan. They top deck. They're thinking. This is intense. It's definitely more intense than I would like. So now I have a mana drain, so they can't have found a lightning bolt. Now this has to also not be a bolt. If they top deck 2 bolts in a row, I lose. So dash Ragavan. Obviously that just kills me, so I have to mana drain it. That's actually what I didn't want to see. Maybe I should have put the swords on top so that I top deck the swords. I don't know. Ocelot Pride, that's fine. I just remove it on end step. Wonder what this card is. Tamiyo is good. Oh, this card might be just a creature removal spell, but they would have used it if it was. I like seeing them top deck a land. That's beautiful. Still wondering what this mystery card is. What would they be holding here? See the Truth is also really good. I think I start off with See the Truth, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be Thoughtseizing them anytime soon, but I can Bauble. Wait, whoa. If I Bauble in their upkeep, I get to flip Tamiyo. I can't attack with Tamiyo this turn. I was meant to Bauble in the upkeep. I don't know why I didn't. That's fine. Let's hope they don't hit like a removal spell. They hit a Johnny, not bad. So now I need a board wipe. That's cool. They're gonna hit Ragavan next turn. That's really cool. Source of Plowshares is a start. Jace is a start. Okay. Let's start by... Do I even attack with Tamiyo? I think I do. I think I need a Tamiyo Planeswalker. So, I'm going to use a white source here to draw with the clue. Tamiyo flips because of the Bauble trigger. Snapcaster. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Because Snapcaster can cast Wrath of the Skies. Plus... I could snap, but I can't snap Wrath of the Skies and kill Ragavan. But Snapcaster also blocks. Can I deal with everything here? What if I snap Source to Plowshares? Oh wait, no, undo. I don't have to do this now. Yeah, I can snap Swords to Plowshares. That should do it. So they obviously dash Ragavan here. Move to combat. Full face. Yeah, no, use my white swords, Arena. That's exactly what I want. Snapcaster. Swords to Plowshares. Swords you. Swords... Oh, wait, let's move to blocks. Okay, we're getting there. So Tamiyo can just buy back something, but I have another snap sword, so I can plus Tamiyo. Then I can cast Jace. I'm gonna draw this card, because why not? Discard a land. This doesn't attack anyway, so I think we actually might stabilize here, because I can snap Counterspell as well. Guide of Souls. I think I just snap Wrath of the Skies, right? Guide of Souls is fine. Oh my god, I don't believe it. We're winning. We're gonna win this game. Okay, Jace can just free for free discard Jace here. Plus... No, wait. No, we're fine, because Tamiyo plus... So my thought process there was, if I just snap Wrath of the Skies and then top deck Lightning Bolt, I am dead. So Tamiyo plus prevents these from dealing any combat damage, so I can save Snap Plow for if they go for something. So end turn. And I also have Snap Mana Drain, right? Because I have a Mana Drain down here, I do. Okay, they fed, they drew another land. I don't know what this card is. Like, what is this card? What have you been holding this entire time? I'm about to draw half my deck, and I'm just gonna draw. I'm drawing half my deck. There's the Valk. Plot Valki. Submit 1. I'm gonna cast Valki. I want to see that last card in their hand. What is it? It's a land. They've been holding a land this whole time. Interesting. Okay, play a land. Put a land to the graveyard. There's no Tamiyo plus this turn. Bear in mind that there is no Tamiyo plus this turn. But that is okay because I have removal spells. I have Snap Plow and I have Vanishing Verse as well. They drew the Galvanic Discharge. Let them have it. Kill that. They attack. Let that resolve. I Snap Plow and the game ends. Snap Plow. Block. Okay. And this game is over. Oh my goodness. What a game. What a game. Okay. Let's do the thing so that you guys can tell me in the comments that, yay, you did it, control guy. You cast Valki. Okay. Plot card. Let's plot see the truth. We have 6 cards in our deck! Hold on. We have to win. Hold on. Wait. We have to win, actually. Okay. Good thing I realized. Okay. That is fine. This is fine. This is A-okay. I can win in 6 cards. That's easy. Winning in 6 cards is easy. Bolt them. It's a -A. I can win. Because I'm gonna exile every single card in their graveyard. So it's easy. Go back, discharge. Yeah, I'm gonna ult Jace and then copy all cards in the graveyard. Yeah, I can win. We're fine. Tamiyo, return an instant sorcery card. I'm just gonna make sure I don't lose here. Tamiyo has done her job, so I'm just gonna get back a mana drain. And then plot something. Doesn't really matter what I plot, I'm just gonna plot this Search for Ascanto. Next turn I win by ulting both my planeswalkers. They have 1 card in hand. I'm just gonna kill this with Galvanic Discharge. Okay, and they lose now. My turn. Just have to find it. Okay, let's start with an Ocelot Pride. Let's cast a Lightning Bolt. Oh, wait, I have Unstable Amulets. I can just kill them. Okay. Because Unstable Amulet is going to trigger every time I cast a spell from outside the game. From that's not in a hand. Guide of Souls. Wow, you guys are going to see the thing. First game, huh? Let's gain some life as well. As you can see, you don't really need to win the game. Because Valki and Jace will do the thing. Okay. Just gonna... Oh, I get to see their hand. Gain some life. Okay, I'm not dead to anything. They have a land in hand. Choose the card. 3 cards in my library. And then Okay, I'll hold up double counter spell for their turn. End of turn, Ocelot Pride is going to trigger a little bit. Yeah, they seem to be quite dead on board. I have 3 Ocelot Prides, by the way, so they are quite dead. I'm also quite healthy. Oh, right, oh my god, I make copies for everything. Oh, wait, I'm gonna break the token limit. Oh, no, I'm breaking the token limit, guys. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I'm gonna make... Oh my god, because the Ocelot Pride see Ocelot Pride copies. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, that's 90 triggers. Okay, guys, okay, relax. I only have 50 energy. It's fine. Okay, okay, we won, okay, we won, we get it, we won. Oh my god. Oh no! The Ocelot Prides see Ocelot Prides enter the battlefield. Oh no! Okay, okay, guys. Maybe I shouldn't have cast that many Guide of Souls. I forgot that Jace making token copies is gonna actually have the Ocelot Pride see the copies and double the copies every time. Guys, we have a doubling season situation. This is 4 Ocelot Prides and 8 Guide of Souls tokens. I hope there's not another trigger. Okay, there doesn't seem to be another Ocelot Pride trigger behind this, so we should be fine. We're only at 133 life. They drew a land. No, they had a land in hand. My turn. I have 143 energy and 133 life. I think I won, guys. I can't even look at my hand. I can't even see. Guys, I think I won. I think I won, guys. Oh my god. Okay, guys. So, whoever in the deck tech was doubting the capability of winning without a win con in your deck, I hope you now see how we win. We combo Jace and Valki ult. What the hell, man? What the actual hell? How did I ever say this wasn't good? Even Valki just hand hating them. Like it missed twice because it was lands in their hand, but the info that wasn't bad. Yeah, yeah, guys. Maybe just maybe. Maybe this is a decent end game for a Lurrus deck. By the way, low to the ground. By the way, only has 2 drops. Yeah. And Valki ults in two tight turn cycles. So even though I didn't have many cards left in my library, I was winning that. How did my library even get so low in the first place? How did it even get so low on library in the first place? I guess I drew half my deck with Tamiyo, but damn. Yeah, that's some crazy work right there. But if you guys don't want to time out, don't go too crazy with your opponent's Guide of Souls. Obviously, you gain a lot of life, but don't go too crazy because you will hit the token limit on Arena very quickly. But yeah, with 5 unstable amulets, every spell I cast from Valki is gonna deal 5 damage to my opponents. Honestly, you could probably make a Jeskai version of this deck that just has unstable amulet in the main deck, because that is not bad. Anyway, that was crazy. Let's go to the next game. Okay, opponent goes first. We have Thoughtseize and no black mana, but we do have a See the Truth and a Snapcaster Mage. Hand is just so slow. I don't know. I feel like this hand isn't good enough, but I think it's keepable-ish. Opponent goes first, which is super awkward. I think I'll keep it though. I have a chance of drawing a fetch land. Verdant Catacombs. Interesting. Are they playing Yawgmoth then? Or are they just playing the black slash Golgari just value deck? That's probably what they're playing. So I really want to find a black land off the top here. Really want to find a black land. I didn't. So I'm just going to have to deal with that and just play... Do I just play the Mystic Sanctuary, get it out the way, or do I play for the late game and put something on top? I think I just get the Mystic Sanctuary out the way. As unfortunate as that is. Because they're gonna like just Dark Ritual. They're gonna Dark Ritual the One Ring now. Or they're just gonna naturally have Channel, okay, no, Malevolent Rumble. Okay, they are some kind of combo deck with Tyvar. At least they took a turn off. That's good for me. It's good for me that they took a turn off. I'm only drawing blue spells. I think I actually want to play my island and bait that and like not show them that I'm white. I'm gonna play my island here. I want them to think that I'm like, I don't know, showing. No, I have Lurrus. Never mind. They're not gonna think anything. I don't know, mono blue Lurrus. they're looking. Mono blue Lurrus. What the f is this? So ideally here I counter Tyvar. Gatekeep Innkeeper. They don't cast Tyvar. They make a treasure token though, so if they have a land up, they can still Tyvar after this. Not bad. But I will be countering that Tyvar. Keeping them with nothing but a Gate Innkeeper. I counter that. Do have another mana drain as well, so that's good for us. See what we draw for turn here. Brainstorm. I could see the truth, see the truth. But I don't like that. I think I'd rather Brainstorm, move some cards around, and then just buy Lurrus. See if I maybe find a fetch land off the top. What's their effect here? They don't have mana. Do they have like endurance? Okay, so I didn't find a fetch land. Like, okay, deck. Okay. Let's put back the black spells because we can't cast them. Or do we want to put something away for Thoughtseize? Not really. 6 cards in hand. So I could crack Vexing Bauble, or I could just buy Lurrus. If I just buy Lurrus, I have another Braid mana drain, so I'm hopefully going to be able to use that next turn. Let's buy Lurrus. A little bit anemic here because we found our 2 mono blue sources and no fetch lands. But that's just the nature of playing a triple color deck, honestly. Like, that will happen. If you play, like, a deck that is built on 3 colors and you don't find those colors, you will struggle. You could argue that playing Mystic Sanctuary is greedy. I choose to do so either way. I'm just going to play out this Vexing Bauble. I don't know, protect us from, like, scammed griefs or something. If they Bowmossed it in the end step, I think I just have to let that resolve. I think I have to let a Bowmaster resolve. Yeah, they do have endurance. Do I want to counter an endurance for 3 mana next turn? I get 3 mana if I counter it. Yeah, I'm gonna counter it. I don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't know what their deck is, but I think I want to counter the endurance. Okay, Shifting Woodland is interesting. They don't really have anything down that they would want a Shifting Woodland yet. Again, I don't know what their deck actually does yet. Like, what's their top end? How do they win? Is it Yawgmoth? Like, Shifting Woodland, copying a Planeswalker so it will die to state-based effects. That is very interesting. I don't think, like, did they not think through how this works? Like, if you copy a Planeswalker with Shifting Woodlands, it never entered the battlefield, so it never gains loyalty counters, so it dies instantly to state-based effects. Don't know if they knew that would happen, or if they just I don't know. They just sacrificed the land. I'm gonna see the truth here. I want some mana. There we go. That'll do. Now I get to Thoughtseize them. Court of Calling. Let's discard that. We can cast Snapcaster Mage. Target See the Truth. Draw 3 cards. There's Jace, there's Surgical. That's good. We can't cast Surgical because of our own Vexing Bauble. Make sure you don't forget that. You cannot Surgical with a Vexing Bauble in play. What did they draw? They drew... What did they draw? Even if they drew like a reanimation spell though, there's nothing in their graveyard that they would want to really reanimate. So I'm not too scared. Yawgmoth. We have Source of Plowshares for that. So they are a Yawgmoth deck. That's good to know. Yawgmoth with Tyvar is interesting. Can't say I've really seen that before. Alright, we drew a land. That's nice. That's really nice. Let us... Swords the Yawgmoth. Do we have to do that now? We don't have to do that now. We can cast Lurrus.
But honestly, it's impossible.
Why does
Tony
it want
Stark was able to build this in
okay,
a
sure,
cave.
fine. I don't know why it wanted to tap my
With a bunch
planes
of
so bad,
scraps.
but sure. I was gonna... My play there was cast Lurrus, hold up Swords to Plowshares, and cycle Bauble, and hold up Bauble cycle. Instead, I could have done the Jace Truth thing. I think I'm just never losing this game now because of that Snap Truth. I'm just so far ahead in cards now. I don't know what their deck is trying to do, but they kind of lost the game as they Shifting Woodlands the Tyvar. Which is very interesting. It's almost as if they've never had this interaction, which makes me think they've just never played this deck before, or they just put Tyvar in and they never tried it before. But yeah, Shifting Woodlands, yes, it does become a copy of Tyvar, but it becomes a copy of Tyvar with 0 loyalty, which insta-kills it. Yeah, that is just how that works, so GG, I guess. You go first. I have Thoughtseize and no Black Source in my hand. This is... Also, I have the planes, so these cards aren't even castable. This is the mulligan. This is better against a Giganta deck. I will put the Vexing Bauble away. Cast Mishra's Bauble. Bauble myself. See if I like the card. I do. I'll play my tapped land. Draw mana drain. Marsh Flats. Alright. Let's hope they cast the 2-drop here so we can mana drain it. Nope, it's a Guide of Souls. And you know how Guide of Souls works. If I kill the Guide of Souls, they'll just have another one. They just have double Guide of Souls here. And they gain energy. I love Arena. It does. There's no. I thought I was playing Moda for a second, where I get to, you know, pass to their end step, but I don't get to do that. So now they get a token. So now it's better to exile the Guide of Souls. I was gonna just, you know, before their end step, exile the Ocelot Pride, but it just passes through to their end step and puts the trigger on the stack, even though I have interaction. It just never asks me. That's unfair, but it is what it is. They're probably a Blood Moon deck because they're on Giganta. I think I still have to fetch a Surveil land here. I need better cards. I need an untapped land. Let's fetch Meticulous Archive. Mana Drain is just not what I need here. I needed an untapped land. Didn't find it. This is just so painful to play. Sure, I'll Static Prison your Ocelot Pride, I guess. Bolt my face. Sure. Alright, we could draw Wrath of the Skies here. That would be nice. They could maybe not draw Blood Moon. That would also be quite nice. Mirror Breaker. That's not a Blood Moon. Still would like to see Wrath of the Skies. Nope. Too much to ask. We'll take the action. Do I shock this in? I can Snap Plow. I can hold up Mana Drain. Wait, view battlefield. I can just hold up Mana Drain. I can play Jace hold up Mana Drain. I think I will play 2 life, and I will play Jace hold up Mana Drain. It's a little awkward. I'm gonna draw discard because Snapcaster isn't great here. Oh, Wrath of the Skies. There we go. Put this away. Able. They discard 2 lands, draw 2 cards. Not bad. Move to combat. Attack Jace to 1. I mana drain anything that isn't a permanent. They attack my face, so they probably just have a Galvanic Discharge for Jace, is my guess. Yep. I mana drain the discharge. They discharge again. It's fine. Jace dies. At least I don't have a Blood Moon here. Very scared of Blood Moon, but it is what it is. Evan Johnny, that's actually good for me because that plays right into my board wipe. And I draw another Jace. I get mana drain mana. I decline. I played this for X equals 3. X equals 2 energy. No, wait, I get to do one more. I can bank an energy here. I don't have a 1-drop in my hand anyway, so I'm just going to bank an energy. 1, 2, 3. Kill their entire board. We're back to square one. Now, please don't top deck a Blood Moon. That's a land. Buy Giganta. Please, buy Giganta. Please just buy Giganta. That would be really cool if you just bought Giganta and didn't do anything else. Okay, whew. They just buy Giganta. That's the rest of their turn. We hit a Brainstorm. Might as well cast it. Let's see the truth. Yeah, sure. Trace Truth combo. We have it in the deck for a reason. That last card was a removal spell for Jace. It doesn't kill Jace, so that's good for me. That doesn't kill Jace. They drew the Blood Moon. That's like the one top deck that could win them the game here. I'm gonna draw 3 cards first. Oh wait, I can plot Valki. Okay. And I can plot Static Prism as well. Actually, this Jace actually might help me. This Jace might help me get through it. Exile, target artifact or creature. Okay. This game isn't over yet. The Jace could plot, I should have plotted Static Prison first. Because that lets me cast it for free. Amtraptor is a great top deck here. Into a Johnny, because they can't get... Okay, that's good. That's really good for them. I do get a Valki. I'll start with Valki. Draw a card off of both players' libraries. Get a mountain and a mana drain that I can cast for gray mana. So we are playing around Blood Moon pretty well. Then for next turn I will plot this Static Prison. And I will play... I guess I'll play a basic mountain. I have a mana drain for whatever they play here. Which is pretty nice. Okay, Jace is down. Actually, I'm gonna mana drain this, because now they have to attack Jace to kill him. Jace has done his job anyway, because I applied Static Prison. That's all I wanted to do anyway. Oh, they attack. Oh, what? What? Excuse me? Excuse me, opponent? What? Okay, well, this game is looking good for us. I'll say that. Let's play the Static Prison. Is this pre-combat main phase? At the beginning of your first main phase, sacrifice. So I can actually float a bunch of white mana and then blow up the Blood Moon in my main phase. So I actually don't care about any of this. Anything in the graveyard that I want? Nothing yet. Swipe the board. Guys, we're cooking. We're cooking, guys. And I can even fetch a Mystic Sanctuary. And guarantee that I don't, like, die. Oh, oops. That was meant to be a Mystic Sanctuary. I won't even lie to you. I will not even... I can just Thoughtseize this Giganta, but I won't even lie to you. That was meant to be a Mystic Sanctuary. Hell, I can even plot this. But, yeah, I will actually do that. Did I gain life this turn? I don't think I did. Okay, Valki playing through Blood Moon there was pretty cool. But I won't even lie, that was pretty damn cool. That was pretty cool, I will say it. That was pretty fucking nice. Okay, so they get also up Pride here. They should know that it's over though. Yep, GG. Okay, I will say it. Them top decking Blood Moon was lucky, but that was really good for the dramatic effect. And then Valki playing through Blood Moon was insanely good. Valki Jace playing through Blood Moon is actually really, really good. Like, second island in the deck type of good. So there's a couple changes I would make to the deck here, because I just realized how good that is. And we are back for the post-game chat. And this deck is actually really sweet. I really liked it. There's just a couple of fine-tunings that I would make to the deck to actually make it more competitive. The first one, the most important one that I found being Thoughtseize is too life intensive. We are a 3-color deck, we're fetching a lot. Thoughtseize hurts us too much. We die so often to aggro because we're just too low. Play Inquisition of Kozilek here. 2 Inquisitions of Kozilek. I don't have a second rare wildcard, but once I do, I'll craft an Inquisition of Kozilek for this deck. Inquisition is much better in this deck than Thoughtseize because we're only going to discard 3 drops at max anyway, and the life is just so relevant every single time. Second, more lands. Found myself land screwed a lot. This is playing... 19? I swear I was playing 20 lands. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I accidentally cut a land somewhere along the line. This should definitely be 20 lands. Maybe we don't need the Searcher Escanta. Maybe we don't need... Like, just make some cuts and play more lands. Because lands are super important. Like, it's just... We're missing too many lands. Vanishing Verse was okay. It's a good answer. But I think Sheoldred's Edict might still be better. Because for most permanents that you would Vanishing Verse, it's not good against... Here's the thing, hear me out. It's not good against the flipped Planeswalkers, and those are the only permanents that Wrath of the Skies doesn't deal with. So I think Sheoldred's Edict is better here. Or maybe like what's that card called? Long Goodbye. Long Goodbye. That card might be good here. Because Vanishing Verse, it's like, it's good. It's really good that it exiles, but it doesn't hit... Specifically not hitting the Flipwalkers, as I said in the Decktech, that might be a problem, and it is a problem. Because those are the only permanents that you would want to hit that don't get answered by Wrath of the Skies. So yeah, obviously, Omniscience is one of those that it will hit that can't get answered by Wrath of the Skies, but... That's so niche, so narrow. I think just having a normal, what's the card name? Sheoldred's Edict is probably just better here. Or maybe a Drown in the Loch. Drown in the Loch actually would be really good as well. So I think Drown in the Loch is the spell you want in this slot. So yeah, just to make those changes. We definitely want more lands. Like, we were struggling for land drops that whole game. That was really painful. So yeah, this is the deck that I would play next. This is the next iteration of this deck, I think. Yeah, I don't have the wild card right now, but maybe we'll open it in the pack. I'll see you guys there. Alright, we are back for a pack opening. I've decided that I will be getting my rare wildcard, so I just got 6 Modern Horizons packs. Let's just open them. Should we open them all, or should we open them one by one? I'm just gonna open them all. Open them all! Ooh, got a couple wildcards. So we got the useless Ancient Days card. Don't even read it, it's completely garbage. Ruby Medallion. Ruby Storm is not an arena yet, but once they add the rare rituals, Ruby Storm will be a real deck. We got another Gaia Souls. Is this my 4th Arena of Glory? I think it is. Shadow of the Second Sun. Enchant a player. At the beginning of each enchanted player's post-combat main phase, there's an additional... What? There's an additional beginning phase after this phase. That sounds cool, but it's too expensive. Warren Soul Trader, broken, not broken, but like a pretty strong combo card, and finally we get. Alright, yeah, I was saying, Emrakul, the World Anew. This is a pretty cool creature, but it's not really seen any play yet. There's obviously, it has the Madness 6 gray ability, but there's not been a consistent way to get that Madness ability off yet. Obviously, flying, protection from spells, protection from spells, protection from permanents that were cast this turn. What is that wording? Wait, is it? I know that the original card says protection from spells and permanents that were cast this turn, but the way it's worded here is as if it just has protection from spells. Actually, that makes sense though, because if it has protection from spells, then you can only target something with a spell if it was cast this turn. So I guess it does make sense. I swear the paper wording is like protection from spells and permanents that were cast. Do you know what? I'm just looking it up. I'm looking it up. Alright. So for everyone who was wondering, yes, I was right. I swear that sounded weird. The original text is protection from spells and from permanents that were cast this turn. So the cast this turn also applies to the spells. I guess they realized that they can shortcut that because the only way to target something with a spell is if that spell was cast this turn, right? No, actually, wow. Wait, there's a little bit of a loophole. This Emrakul is slightly stronger than the one you just saw, because think of it this way. If someone copies a spell, they didn't cast it that turn, they copied it that turn. But this Emrakul would say, no, you can't target me with a spell, even if you copied it. The other Emrakul, this one, hold on. This Emrakul says that you can target it with a copied spell this turn because it says protection from spells and from permanents that were cast this turn. If you copy a spell, you didn't cast it. So say you have Jace Ultimate and you have a Swords to Plowshares and it copies the Swords to Plowshares. The copied Swords to Plowshares can target the paper version but can't target the arena version. I wonder if that is programmed into the game as well or if that's just a wording error. But technically speaking, this arena version is stronger than the paper version. Just a little nerdy Magic rules thing that if you think about it. Anyway, that being said, we did get a rare wildcard, so we will be crafting the Inquisition of Kozilek for the deck. Alright, added the Inquisition. I'll be playing more of this deck on the ladder. We'll see if it's better now that we don't lose so much life. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. No real announcements. I'm going to go straight into editing this video. I'm recording this the day after the Legacy video came out. So hopefully this video will go up in, well, 1 to 3 days. I'm not entirely sure, but it should be up. If I'm really fast, it'll be up tomorrow. If I'm really late, it'll be up in like 3 days. But that's okay. Well, it depends on how much time I have to edit. I have a lot of recording here to sift through because there's a lot of bad games. But yeah, other than that, I thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. For all you Arena enjoyers, don't worry, Arena's not going anywhere. We're going to keep playing Timeless. It's my main format. It's a format I'm best in. I'm most well-versed in Timeless. I have the best collection-wise, monetarily, I have the best Timeless collection for control decks. I just know the format much better than like something like Legacy, so like I'm not like goofing around making dumb mistakes. The client is what I've been used to. I've been playing Arena since 2018. Like literally basically when it came out, I've been playing Arena, so I just know the client much better than I know Modo, because Modo I only started playing like 3 weeks ago. And yeah, so yeah, Arena's gonna be my main content. I will play a Legacy deck here and there. If I do get a Daybreak account, I will play a lot more Legacy. At the moment, Legacy is kind of bottlenecked by my budget. But yeah, other than that, this video was really fun to record. This deck is really fun to play. I think I was a little too harsh on Jace Valki. I was a little... I have to take it back what I said in the first video. Obviously, Jace Truth is really good. I like Jace Truth a lot because on the floor, it's just a cantrip. On the top end, it's Jace drawing 3 cards, ancestral recall. I was too harsh on Valki. I take it back. It's not... 2-1 Valki isn't horrible. It's not horrendous. Even if it just gains you information, that's good enough. It dies a lot. It blocks, I guess. But yeah, not bad. Tibalt is broken. Valki, Jace into Tibalt next turn is absolutely disgusting. It just wins games so easily. So yeah, that's good to know. I think Jace and Tibalt / Valki are a good package. and we'll be seeing them probably a little more, maybe like as a 2 Jaces, 1 Tibalt in like a random little control deck here and there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, but that's about it from me. I'm the control guy, and I bid you all farewell. Peace.